Hey guys, it's T&K Garage here again, and today we're actually going to be coming at you with a glove video, and we will actually be comparing the Gauntlet Style glove versus the short cuff style glove, and these are both Alpine Stars. This SMX2, which is this guy right here, retail for about $90 with this color and everything, and then this SP8 retails for close to about $100, so these two are very close in price. And let's hop into it and see some differences and see which glove you guys think you would like more. So first off, we'll start with the Gauntlet Style SP8, and these are going to be mostly all leather everywhere. As you can tell, all the way from the fingers, pretty much everywhere is all leather besides this little pad right here, which obviously there's going to be leather under that as well, I would assume. But I'll go ahead and put it on for you, let you see how it kind of looks. So obviously it's going to come all the way up past your wrist, give you a little more protection. These knuckle pads are actually not going to be as nice as the SMX2s, but that's not too big of a deal. But these are perforated. You do get some decent airflow through them, and the palms are actually pretty nice themselves as well. So let's compare it to the SMX2. So here's the SMX2. As you can tell, it's got a very similar style, palm style, with the pad right there. These actually have a little bit more fabric on them on the top wise. It goes from the thumb, some of your fingers. And these are also going to be a perforated style. It's not the same as these ones where it's got the holes, but it does have vents included in it. And these ones actually have a carbon fiber knuckle on it, which makes them a little bit nicer. And yeah, so just depending on what you're really looking for, compare the two. You're obviously going to get more protection for your hand with a Gauntlet Style glove just because it's going to give you that wrist protection, while these short cuff gloves just aren't going to give you that same protection that you're going to get with the Gauntlet Style. So in my honest opinion, I would probably say go with a Gauntlet Style, just depending on how you ride and what you like to ride and just comfort, but it's really all dependent on to you. I actually have some other gloves I was going to show you guys just so you could see kind of some other price points on what to stay away from probably, and just to get better brand gloves. So these are some Amazon gloves that I found online, and these were about $20. As you can tell, that's all fabric right there, fabric on the fingers. The only thing that is leather or leather material is just right here. And this one actually does come with a carbon fiber knuckle too, or it's fake carbon fiber. I'm not too sure, but for the price point, they do seem like pretty good little decent gloves. They're not going to give you much protection if you crash. You can see that the material there just also, that's the Velcro for the wrist. It's just not as good as some of these other big brands that you're going to be paying for. So you're definitely going to want to spend the money on buying some better gloves, because as you can tell, like I said, this is pretty much an all fabric glove, which isn't going to do too much for you. The most protection you're getting is really just this knuckle pad for the most part. Next, I will show you a $30 glove off Amazon. This one right here is the next one. It's really probably not any better. The only thing you get with this is a palm slider. It doesn't even have leather anywhere inside here. Perforated all on the top. But yeah, I would stay away from gloves like these that just don't have leather, because first thing you're going to do when you crash is throw your hands down, and that's the last thing you want, is to have some cheap fabric that's supposed to catch you and guard your skin on your hands. And these ones might even be maybe just a little too small for me, but as you can tell, there's just not any good material there that's going to be protecting your hands from a crash. And then next, we will go ahead, and these gloves, these are nice gloves just to wear. They obviously aren't giving you any protection whatsoever. They're comfy, and that's about it. As you can tell, they're all fabric. These are dirt bike gloves, if you didn't know by now, but these are not meant for the street. A lot of people wear them, or I know quite a few people that will wear gloves like these just because they're so comfy, but in a crash, they're not going to provide you any protection whatsoever. But they do feel comfortable. They're really easy gloves when you first start. If you're new to motorcycle throttles and clutches, it gives you very free will of your hands. Like I said, would not recommend these. I actually was wearing these once on the street, and I was riding down the freeway, and I had a piece of cardboard come in and hit me right in between here, and it just made my knuckles super numb. Obviously, if I would have had something like this, nothing's getting in right there. Nothing would have hurt my knuckles if I had those gloves on. But anyways, learn from it. Wear something that's going to protect your knuckles and protect your palms if you crash. And last but not least, these are going to be snow, or not snow per se, but motorcycle cold gloves, I guess is what you'd call it. And these are going to just keep your hands maybe just a little bit warmer. Obviously, there's really not that protection there that you want in a motorcycle glove. I mean, you do get the knuckle pad, but as far as the leather material on the palms go, it's not there. You're not getting much protection if you crash other than the knuckles. But like I said, probably wouldn't recommend these either unless you could find a full leather version of these. But in all honesty, if you're going for something that's going to keep your hands warm, I would say probably just go with something like this and just get the non-perforated version, because these alone keep your hands decently warm, but they do stay a decent cool temperature too, where it's just not going to make your hands feel too uncomfortable. But when it gets cold, you do want something a little warmer, and these are pretty close to what these feel like. But if you get the non-perforated version, I would almost guarantee they'll stay just as warm, if not warmer, than these gloves. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Just trying to give you guys a close comparison on a couple gloves. If you're in between spending some money on some expensive gloves, just get you an idea on what you think you'd like. Obviously, very priced similarly, $100, $90. So the really only big difference I see is your knuckle pads. Other than that, they're all fairly similar besides the short cuff versus the Gauntlet Style. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.